She's judging me. Hey everybody, it's Lyndsie from The Reader, here with the newest and possibly cheesiest and strangest edition of Happenings at Home yet. Here's Mackie. Come here, bud. Can you look at the camera? I figured I would show you guys my favorite peanut butter cookie recipe. I'm also wearing the apron that my mom got me for Christmas, which I love. It is hiding the fact that I've been wearing pajamas for the last 16 days, and that is not likely to change. Anyways, the recipe is super simple. It starts with a cup and a quarter of peanut butter, half a cup of butter, 1 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 3 tablespoons of cream or milk, 1 tablespoon of vanilla, 1 egg, 1 3/4 cup flour, 3/4 teaspoon salt, and 3/4 teaspoon baking soda. So what I do is I go ahead and microwave the butter until it's like not completely melted, just soft. Butter goes in. It's kind of melted, not gonna lie. Lost track of time. Next is the old peanut butter. So I've got this handy dandy, I forget what it's called. It's like a dry and a liquid measure. So like there's a cup here for liquids. I'm gonna use the solid side for peanut butter. 1 1/4 cup, perfect. Opening up fresh peanut butter. Normally I use Jif because it is the best. But we're living in a pandemic, and I'm gonna save the Jif for non-baked things like peanut butter and jelly, things like that. God, the seal is kicking my butt. Alright, that should do it. And then you just plop, almost. There we go, good. All right, next up, I go ahead and throw in my egg. Just 1 egg. This one's farm fresh, way to go. Just a little bit of shell, really not that bad, not gonna lie. She gives me the best way to get a shell out of a bowl that you're working with is just to use the eggshell, because it'll be naturally attracted to it. It's better than trying to like grab it with your fingers. Okay, so the egg's in. Next we're gonna throw in 3 tablespoons of milk. I use almond milk because it's all I have in my house and it works just fine. It's really just to, you know, thin up the dough. And then 1 tablespoon of vanilla. I think I found this recipe online a few years ago, and then I ended up changing it. You know, the more I made them, I found better ways to make them. Okay. Next we're gonna go with the old brown sugar. So now I'm gonna go ahead and mix the butter, peanut butter, egg, vanilla, milk, and brown sugar together. I'm gonna cream it, and then I'll add the flour, the salt, and the baking soda. Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead and add in my flour. Let's see, 1 3/4 cup, and then 3/4 teaspoon of salt and 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda. So here's my batter. It's looking nice and mixed up. I'm gonna go ahead and use my spatula to kind of give it some better shape. Yeah. I think we need to start over with more flour, or at least get it all back in the bowl and add some more flour. This is embarrassing. Alright, so we're back. My camera died, got that fixed, and added more flour to the batter. probably like 3/4 cup, which is weird because I feel like normally I don't have to add that much, but the dough was just way too wet. It was way too, it just wasn't the right texture. So anyways, back to it. Alright, now I've got my glass of cold water and my fork to make my cross hatches. Alright. Here we are. So I'm gonna put these in the oven at, I don't know, 350, 375. My oven is from like the early 70s, so it is horribly off. But I mean, cook them hot and cook them for 6 to 7 minutes. If you like your peanut butter cookies kind of dry and crumbly, I mean longer, but I like them, you know, so that they come out and they're pretty soft. I let them cool in a cooling rack and then they're chewier. Yeah, but it really depends on how you like your peanut butter cookies. Alright, so my recipe for myself typically makes 4 to 5 dozen, but I make my cookies pretty small. If you wanted to make them larger, hi Mac, you are not gonna get any. Anyways, if you make them larger, you're gonna get less, but I like to make them small so that I can eat, you know, a dozen by myself and not really feel that bad. Anyways, that's my peanut butter cookie recipe. Pretty simple and turn out pretty great every time, as long as you put enough flour in. Of course that would happen while I'm filming for a video. Anyway, so this is the first time I've been able to bake during this quarantine. I actually had kind of a hard time tracking down a couple ingredients to stock up and just make sure I'd have plenty. But I'm kind of wondering, what do you guys like to bake? And have you baked at all while isolating yourself during this pandemic? Anyways, go ahead and drop a comment, send me pictures, recipes, I want to know. Other than that, see you next time.